Hello everyone. Are you ready for another fabulous Christmas card idea? This one was inspired by a card I saw online and I thought, how can I recreate it? So again, I'm thinking outside the box. I am using the Timeless Charm dies, specifically this one. It cuts out this image here. I'm going to try something. If you don't want to do what I'm doing, you can easily stamp that and cut it out. All right, I am using the Designer Tags dies, this one. This is in the online exclusives. We had it in the annual catalog, but they've moved it over, and I'm so glad because I love these dies. I am also using one of the embossing folders from the online exclusive. There's a set of 3 in there for $30. Well worth it because the cross hatches this one to me looks like snowflakes. So there's that. I'm going to use Real Red ink. I'm going to use Festive Pearls, the red ones. Oh, I forgot my sentiment. The sentiment is from Brightest Glow, and it's wishing you a season of hope and light. So I've got that one. For my embellishments, I'm using some of the gold twine here. And to do some embossing on my branches, I've got my embossing mat. This is an old one, and my embossing tool. And then my card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You need a scrap of garden green. You need a scrap of white. You need a piece of white that's 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and a piece of white that's 2 by 3 1/2. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of this out of the way, and I'm going to deal with these 2 pieces. Now, with my 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, I am going to emboss that. I got to get my embossing folder. I'm going to emboss that. And if you're not familiar with our embossing folders, there's a line at the bottom. That's the way you can line up your paper to make sure it's straight. So let me emboss this. Okay, I've got my piece embossed. I'm going to take my 2 by 3 1/2, and I want to form a frame around this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trimmer, and I'm going to trim out the middle of this. So I'm going to set this up at 1/4 of an inch, and I'm using this side. And I'm going to start at 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to go down to 1/4 of an inch and stop. I am then going to flip it around, set it up at 3 1/4, go back up to my 3 1/4 here, and stop at my 1/4 of an inch there. It's not 3 1/4. I'm going to go back up to my 1/4 of an inch, come down to 1/4 of an inch from the end. So I'm cutting out 1/4 of an inch all the way around. This is great for your trimmer, all right? And look at that. I have a perfect 1/4 inch frame. Excuse me. Now I'm going to put this together on my card. Sorry. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to use my double-sided tape because it's embossed, and I want to make sure it sticks down well. So I'm going to add my double-sided tape all the way around. Like so. here we go. All right, I'm going to take my backs off. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? You don't want to miss my ideas. Subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. Click that bell to turn on notifications so you get notified when I upload a new video. All right, I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to slide over and down a little bit because I have to leave space for my frame. And my frame is going to go on like so. All right. All right, so I'm going to put that on with glue. So I'm going to put my glue all the way around. I don't want too much, just a little bit, because you don't want it to ooze out and go everywhere. All right, so let me pick this up. I always struggle with getting this and not getting the ink or the glue on my hands. All right. So there it is. And it's a gorgeous card with the white, but now we need some color. Ooh, got a piece of, all right. So this is where I'm pulling in my pieces that I cut. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my small end and I'm going to add some dimension by just taking and following that leaf and adding some, I guess like a line, but it just gives it a little bit of interest. And then to add even more interest, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to pull in my garden green marker. That one does not want to cooperate. I think there was a spot there that it kept. Oop, I missed this one on the other one. I got to go back and do it. If you don't have this pad, you can easily use a mouse pad, the back of it. You just need something squishy. All right, and I think this will look so cute with the line drawn in. I did not have anything for a branch that I could use, so I went looking to find something that I could use as an idea. All right, let me get my marker. All right, and hopefully my tip is going to work. Now I'm going to pull in a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to just trace those lines like so. I'm just adding just a little bit of interest like that. So very cute, but we'll make it sit up and take notice, so to speak. All right. And let me do this one, and this one, and this one. I am tracing it a couple of times. You know, if your marker's running out of ink, you might need to do that. And I am also turning it too, because you can use the ink up from one side. And if you turn it, you can get the ink on the other side. And I'm just barely twisting it. All right, one more, come on. Yay, I made it. All right, so there's that. Now these pieces are gonna go on up here. And I'm gonna kind of do it like this. So let me glue these down. I want it to look like it's a long stem. So I will do one at a time. And you know what? I need to use my reverse tweezers because it'll make it easier. I always forget about these. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move this and I'm going to just kind of pick this up slightly and put it under. All right, so there's that one. All right, now let's do the next one. So I'm trying to mimic mistletoe. I'm gonna pick that up and stick it under like so. Ooh. Make sure you release your tweezers. And I'm going to put one more only because I want it a little fuller. So I'm going to put this one. All right, I'm going to put this one. Shoot. Give me this. I'm going to do it this way. And put this over here. All right, I'm gonna just, while I'm putting my tips back on and putting my tweezers away, I'm gonna hold that in place. All right, so there we have it. All right, now using your scrap of white, you're going to stamp your sentiment in real red. All right, and it doesn't matter if this is straight or not, because you can make it straight with your die. So this is going to cut out this. Let me cut this out. Okay, I've got this cut out. I'm going to put it on with dimensionals, which are here. So let me grab those. These are my paper pumpkin ones. Trying to use up some of those. All right. And let me get this one on. Now, I do have a method to my placement. When I put my dimensionals down, I put the long side always to the outside, so that it gives support, a lot more support than just that edge. So that's why I do it that way. And I know people probably think, what is she doing? That one didn't come off. All right, now this is going to go down here like so. All right, and I'm going to use, where's my ribbon? Oh, no, it's the gold. What did I do with it? I had it. I pulled it out. I even showed it to you. Oh, I put it behind me. So I'm going to use the gold, and I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make a small bow, but a lot of loops, just for the fun of it. All right, so I'm going to take these pieces, and I'm going to pull it up like so. I'm going to set it down here. This is a good spot for you to use your reverse tweezers. I have done it enough that I'm pretty good about getting it and holding it in place. All right, now I'm not going to pull it tight, because as you can see, there's more on this side than this side. So once I get it to the place I want it, then I will pull it tight. Just got to remember where your ends are. And I double knot it. All right, and it's still slipped on me, so I can pull it a little bit. All right, let me trim this, and then I'm gonna find my glue dots. I need to have a bin for my glue dots and things. I'm always losing them. I think it's because I have scrap paper over here and they match the scrap paper. So I'm going to move the scrap paper out of the way. All right, and I'm going to take and I'm going to put, a dot here, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these tails in the back down. And I'm going to put that on like so. All right, now I've got something underneath there. Piece of fuzz, so let me get it out. There we go. All right. And my final step is my red berries, and I'm going to pull out a couple of sheets because I don't use my red very often, so I got a ton of sheets with them on there. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to add my berries in clusters of 3. So there's 3 there. All right, let me do 3 here. Now that's 6, so I can't just do those. So I'm going to add 3 more. All right, let's do 1, 2, should have moved my 3. That's 9. I think I need more. So I'm going to put another set here. 2. I've used those up. Well, if anything, I'm using up my red ones. I'll get these out of here. They're done with the red. All right. All right, that's 12. So I have to do another set of 3, and that will give me 15. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 here. And there we have a clean and simple card. And here's the perfect use for that stamp. Decorate the inside of your card and your envelope. I hope you were inspired by today's Christmas card creation. Vicki and I will be back again next week with some more ideas, so make sure you check us out. I hope you had a great day. Check out her channel below and leave her some comments. Bye.